There's only so many times you can cry wolf before, people see right through it, Maria.
Eric Trump, not known to be the smartest of the Trump children, on the verge of tears over the possibility of daddy going to prison. This was a wild appearance, billed as an exclusive, with Fox News' Trump brown-noser in chief, Maria Bartiromo. Eric Trump on the verge of tears. I don't know how else to say it. Everybody is treating us so unfairly. We're so good. You've got to have stuff unlocked at CVS to buy it. I still don't know what that has to do with anything. Take a listen to Eric Trump speaking to Maria.
The problem is Americans are really, really smart, and they get it. They get this system. There's only so many times you can cry wolf before, people see right through it, Maria. And that's why my father had the reception he had last night, where he had 40,000 people going absolutely nuts, chanting USA. They want their leader back. They want their patriot back. They want the person back who will actually fight for the United States of America. And that's why we're going to win. We're going to win on November 5th.
You can tell that the verdict was wrong because a crowd of UFC fans cheered when they saw... It sounds so stupid when you put it this way. The UFC crowd cheered when they saw Trump enter with Dana White. So obviously the verdict was completely and totally wrong. Maria Bartiromo asked, what are you doing in terms of November with regard to securing the election? And Eric Trump spits out one of these unintelligible word salads.
It's all about who counts the votes, right? You mentioned your wife, Lara Trump. She's the co-chair of the RNC right now. What has she said? What is she doing? What are you doing in the campaign and for your father in terms of securing this election and ensuring that we have, in fact, a fair election and transparent in November?
Well, I have a beautiful wife, but behind that beautiful smile is somebody who's absolutely working 24 hours a day, 7 days a week to
so far, no explanation, no answer.
Secure the vote and raise a lot of money. And what she's done at the RNC, along with Michael Watley and everybody else, they've upended the whole organization. They've turned it into the greatest political fighting machine ever. And believe me, their eyes are on that problem every single day because it's a real problem. Anybody that doesn't say that voter fraud is real is...
We have a problem. My wife is attractive and she is working. Okay, so what are you doing to secure the election, Eric?
Is either naive or foolish. It happens. It happened in 2020, and we will not allow it to happen again. And believe me, Lara Trump is all over that. And I'm very proud of the work that she's doing, and I'm proud.
Eric's proud, Laura's handling it, and Maria Bartiromo is satisfied. She says, okay. Now, then the topic of the sentencing came up. As you know, sentencing for Donald Trump scheduled for July 11th. Eric Trump weighs in and says that the whole point of setting up sentencing for July 11th is to make his dad go crazy and do something nuts. The reality is it's very common that about 5 or so weeks after a verdict, sentencing happens in the state of New York. It's just totally standard. But Eric wants us to believe it's all to get him to do something crazy.
Before you go, Judge Merchan set the sentencing date on July 11th, 4 days before the RNC convention. What are your expectations for the sentencing?
Yeah, well, go figure. You never know with these people, Maria. Honestly, the amount of pressure that they're going to put on this guy to do something incredible.
He's the victim.
And insane. And that will backfire on them again, as it always does. I don't even want to try and, predict what's going to happen. I really don't. These people are corrupt. They're horrible. The system's corrupt. I was in that front row, and I saw it every single day. And when you're sitting there, you just wouldn't believe it. If you weren't seeing it with your own eyes, you wouldn't believe that that was the legal system of the United States of America. You'd think that was...
We're the most poorly and unfairly treated people in the world.
The legal system of Venezuela or Iran or some third world country, not the United States of America, and certainly not the capital, the business capital of the entire globe, New York City. And I hope the appellate courts get this right and restore some confidence to the legal system in the U.S.
Yeah, because we and our billionaire family, nobody's ever been treated this unfairly. It's so sad, and we really need to do something about it. Okay, and then lastly, this is now a standard in every Eric Trump interview. He complains that at CVS or Walgreens or Duane Reade, some of the items are locked up. And every interview involves that at some point with Eric Trump.
And crime in cities, and the fact that you can't go into a CVS and buy something because everything's locked behind plexiglass. And I mean, how long do you want me to go on that subject? People are sick and tired of it. It's funny.
I'm sick and tired of Eric Trump at every interview saying that when he needs hand lotion at Duane Reade or Advil at CVS, it's locked up. And by the way, I was recently there. I needed to beg, please unlock my hair product. I have a show to do. My hair product, which is not a sponsor, it's locked up now because apparently it's the target of shoplifters. It's such a good product. To be perfectly frank, they know that they need the good stuff. So Eric Trump on the verge of tears, July 11th, not because they're trying to do something to Trump, but because it's totally standard. Between 4 and 6 weeks after the verdict, you would expect sentencing in New York State cases. It is time to start thinking like voters and to make sure that kids understand the importance of voting, how it works, registering, ballot initiatives, because so many kids just have no idea. That's why I wrote the new children's book, Think Like a Voter. I can think of no better time and no more important group of folks to try to reach. The book is now available at davidpakman.com/book, where, by the way, you can get the first 2 books in the series as well. Think Like a Detective and Think Like a Scientist. Really important stuff. Donate them to local libraries, classrooms, read them with the kids. davidpakman.com/book.